The Seven Hermetic Principles and their functions. The Seven Hermetic Principles are foundational concepts in Hermeticism, a philosophical and esoteric tradition based on the teachings attributed to Hermes Trismegistus. These principles are thought to explain the nature of reality and how the universe operates. Here's a brief overview of each principle and its function. The principle of mentalism is one of the core concepts in Hermeticism. It is encapsulated by the phrase, "the all is mind," which suggests that the entire universe is a creation of the mind or consciousness. Here are some key points about this principle. Mind as the ultimate reality. According to this principle, everything that exists is a manifestation of a universal, infinite mind. The physical world and everything within it are considered to be mental constructs or reflections of this higher consciousness. Thought and reality. The principle of mentalism implies that thoughts and intentions have the power to shape reality. By understanding the nature of the mind and its creative power, individuals can influence their own experiences and circumstances. Perception and experience. This principle also suggests that our perception of reality is a mental process. How we perceive and interpret the world around us is a reflection of our mental state. Changing one's mental outlook can lead to changes in how one experiences life. Unity and multiplicity. It emphasizes the idea of unity behind the apparent diversity of the world. Despite the multitude of forms and phenomena, they all originate from a single, unified consciousness. Practical application. In practical terms, the principle of mentalism encourages individuals to be mindful of their thoughts and beliefs. By aligning one's mental focus with desired outcomes and positive intentions, one can bring about changes in their life and environment. Philosophical implications. Philosophically, this principle raises questions about the nature of reality, consciousness, and the relationship between mind and matter. It suggests that understanding the mind is key to understanding and influencing the broader reality. In summary, the principle of mentalism asserts that the mind is the primary force behind all existence, and that by mastering one's own mental processes, one can impact and shape their reality. The principle of correspondence is one of the central concepts in Hermeticism, and it is often summarized by the phrase, "as above, so below, as below, so above." This principle highlights the idea that there is a correspondence or harmony between different planes of existence. Here are some key aspects of this principle. Universal patterns. The principle of correspondence suggests that patterns and structures repeat across different levels of reality. For example, the same principles that govern the cosmos also apply to smaller systems, such as individuals or organisms. Macrocosm and microcosm. It posits that the universe, macrocosm, and the individual, microcosm, are reflections of each other. Understanding the larger, universal patterns can provide insight into the workings of smaller systems, and vice versa. Interconnectedness. This principle emphasizes the interconnectedness of all things. What happens on one level of existence can influence and reflect changes on another level. Recognizing these connections can lead to a deeper understanding of how different aspects of life are related. Symbolism and allegory. The principle of correspondence often finds expression through symbolism and allegory. For example, ancient symbols, myths, and religious stories are seen as reflecting deeper, universal truths and patterns that apply across different levels of reality. Application and understanding. By applying this principle, one can gain insights into complex systems by studying their smaller, analogous components. For instance, understanding the dynamics of a personal relationship might provide insights into broader social or cosmic dynamics. Harmony and balance. This principle also implies that maintaining harmony and balance in one area of life can influence and improve other areas. For example, achieving balance in one's personal life might positively impact professional or social aspects. Practical use. In practical terms, this principle encourages looking for connections and similarities between different aspects of life. It helps in recognizing how changes in one area can affect other areas and how understanding these relationships can lead to more effective actions and solutions. In summary, the principle of correspondence teaches that there are underlying similarities and patterns between different levels of reality, and that understanding these correspondences can provide valuable insights into both the macrocosm and microcosm. The principle of vibration is one of the foundational concepts in Hermeticism, and it is often summarized by the phrase, "Nothing rests. Everything moves. Everything vibrates." This principle highlights the idea that all matter and energy are in constant motion and vibration. Here are some key aspects of this principle. Constant motion. According to this principle, everything in the universe is in a state of perpetual motion. Nothing is truly at rest. Even objects that appear stationary are vibrating at a microscopic level. Vibration as a fundamental aspect. The principle of vibration posits that vibration is a fundamental characteristic of all things, from physical matter to thoughts and emotions. Everything has its own vibrational frequency, which influences its nature and behavior. Influence on reality. Since everything vibrates, the nature of these vibrations can influence one's experience of reality. Different frequencies of vibration can affect the physical, mental, and emotional states. For example, positive thoughts and emotions are believed to have higher vibrations compared to negative ones. Resonance and attraction. The principle implies that similar vibrations attract each other. This concept is often related to the idea of resonance, where objects or individuals with similar vibrational frequencies come into harmony or alignment with each other. Practical application. By understanding the principle of vibration, individuals can learn to align their own vibrations with desired outcomes. This might involve cultivating positive thoughts, emotions, and actions to attract favorable experiences and opportunities. Impact on matter and energy. The principle also suggests that the vibrational frequency of matter and energy affects its properties. For example, different states of matter, solid, liquid, gas, are thought to correspond to different vibrational frequencies. Health and well-being. On a personal level, maintaining a high vibrational frequency is often associated with improved health, well-being, and overall harmony. Practices such as meditation, positive affirmations, and healthy living are believed to help raise one's vibrational frequency. In summary, the principle of vibration emphasizes that everything in the universe is in constant motion and that understanding and aligning with these vibrations can influence one's experiences and interactions with the world. The principle of polarity is a key concept in Hermeticism, and it is often summarized by the phrase, "Everything is dual." Everything has poles. Everything has its pair of opposites. This principle highlights the idea that everything in existence has a dual nature and that opposites are fundamentally interconnected. Here are some key aspects of this principle. Dual nature of reality. According to this principle, every quality or phenomenon has its opposite or polar counterpart. For example, concepts like hot and cold, light and dark, and good and evil are seen as two extremes of the same spectrum. Interdependence of opposites. The principle of polarity suggests that opposites are not separate or unrelated, but are actually interconnected and interdependent. They exist in relation to each other and define each other by their contrast. Continuum and gradation. Rather than viewing opposites as absolute and distinct, this principle views them as points on a continuum. For example, hot and cold are not discrete states but rather points on a temperature gradient. Transformation and balance. Understanding this principle allows one to recognize that transformation is possible within polarities. By shifting one's perspective or actions, one can move along the continuum of opposites. For instance, changing a negative situation can be achieved by moving toward a more positive state. Mental and emotional balance. The principle also suggests that achieving balance between opposites can lead to greater harmony and stability. For example, balancing rational and emotional aspects of oneself can lead to a more integrated and fulfilling life. Philosophical implications. Philosophically, the principle of polarity implies that dualities are necessary for understanding and experiencing reality. The existence of opposites provides context and meaning to our experiences and perceptions. Practical application. In practical terms, recognizing and working with polarities can help individuals navigate challenges and make more informed decisions. For example, understanding the spectrum of emotions and their roles can aid in personal growth and conflict resolution. In summary, the principle of polarity teaches that everything has a dual nature and that opposites are interconnected. By understanding and working with these polarities, one can achieve greater balance, transformation, and insight into the nature of reality. The principle of rhythm is a fundamental concept in Hermeticism, often encapsulated by the phrase, everything flows in and out. Everything has its tides. This principle emphasizes the cyclical and rhythmic nature of existence. Here are some key aspects of this principle. Cyclical patterns. According to the principle of rhythm, all things follow a rhythmic pattern or cycle. This can be observed in natural phenomena such as the seasons, the phases of the moon, and biological rhythms like sleep and wake cycles. It also applies to human experiences, emotions, and events. Flow and flux. The principle suggests that life and the universe are in a constant state of flux, with periods of rise and fall, growth and decay. Understanding this rhythmic flow can help individuals anticipate and adapt to changes. Tides and cycles. Just as the tides of the ocean rise and fall, so too do experiences and circumstances in life. There are times of expansion and progress, followed by periods of contraction and rest. Recognizing these cycles can help one navigate through different phases more effectively. Balance and harmony. By acknowledging the rhythmic nature of life, one can work towards maintaining balance and harmony. For example, during challenging times, understanding that they are part of a larger cycle can help in managing stress and maintaining perspective. Predictability and preparation. The principle of rhythm suggests that by observing patterns and rhythms, one can gain insights into future events and prepare accordingly. This can be applied in various contexts, such as personal planning, business strategies, and emotional management. Personal and collective rhythms. This principle applies both to individual experiences and collective phenomena. For instance, personal moods and experiences have their own rhythms, as do societal trends and historical events. Acceptance and adaptation. Embracing the principle of rhythm means accepting that changes and fluctuations are natural and inevitable. Adapting to these rhythms rather than resisting them can lead to a more harmonious and fulfilling life. In summary, the principle of rhythm highlights the cyclical and rhythmic nature of all things. By understanding and aligning with these natural rhythms, individuals can achieve greater balance, anticipate changes, and navigate life's ups and downs with greater ease. The principle of cause and effect is a fundamental concept in Hermeticism, often summarized by the phrase, "Every cause has its effect. Every effect has its cause." This principle emphasizes the relationship between actions and their outcomes. Here are some key aspects of this principle. Law of causation. According to this principle, nothing happens by chance. Every action, thought, or event has a corresponding effect, and every effect is the result of a specific cause. This law asserts that there is a logical connection between causes and their outcomes. Influence of actions. The principle of cause and effect suggests that individuals have the power to influence their circumstances through their actions and choices. By understanding the causes behind certain effects, one can make more informed decisions to achieve desired outcomes. Responsibility and accountability. Recognizing this principle encourages taking responsibility for one's actions. Since every effect is a result of a cause, being aware of how one's behavior and decisions impact outcomes fosters accountability and personal growth. Chain reactions. The principle also implies that causes can set off a chain reaction of effects. A single action can lead to a series of subsequent events, highlighting the importance of considering the broader consequences of one's actions. Understanding patterns. By studying the relationship between causes and effects, one can identify patterns and correlations in various aspects of life. This understanding can lead to better problem-solving and decision-making. Practical application. In practical terms, applying the principle of cause and effect involves being mindful of the potential outcomes of one's actions. This includes setting clear intentions, making deliberate choices, and evaluating the results to refine future actions. Karma and moral implications. The concept of karma in various philosophical and spiritual traditions aligns with this principle. It suggests that the effects of one's actions, whether positive or negative, will eventually return to the individual, reinforcing the idea of moral responsibility. In summary, the principle of cause and effect emphasizes the causal relationship between actions and their outcomes. By understanding and applying this principle, individuals can make more conscious decisions, take responsibility for their actions, and navigate life's challenges with greater awareness. The principle of gender is one of the 7 Hermetic principles and is often summarized by the phrase, "Gender is in everything." Everything has its masculine and feminine principles. This principle emphasizes that both masculine and feminine energies are present in all things, not just in biological sex. Here are some key aspects of this principle. Dual aspects. According to the principle of gender, everything in the universe contains both masculine and feminine qualities. These are not limited to physical gender but refer to qualities and energies. For instance, masculine qualities might include action, logic, and structure, while feminine qualities might include receptivity, intuition, and nurturing. Balance and harmony. The principle suggests that achieving balance between these masculine and feminine energies is essential for harmony and growth. When these energies are balanced, it can lead to greater creativity, stability, and well-being. Creative force. The principle of gender implies that the interaction between masculine and feminine energies is a fundamental creative force in the universe. This interplay drives creation, transformation, and the evolution of all things. Universal application. The principle applies to all aspects of life, including mental, emotional, and spiritual realms. For example, a balanced individual might integrate both rational and intuitive approaches in their decision-making process. Personal growth. Understanding and integrating both masculine and feminine aspects within oneself can lead to personal growth and self-awareness. It encourages individuals to embrace and develop qualities traditionally associated with the opposite gender. Relationships and dynamics. In relationships, the principle of gender highlights the importance of recognizing and valuing both masculine and feminine qualities. It suggests that healthy dynamics are achieved when both energies are acknowledged and balanced. Spiritual and philosophical insights. Philosophically, the principle offers insights into the nature of duality and unity. It suggests that the interplay of opposites is essential for understanding the holistic nature of reality. In summary, the principle of gender teaches that both masculine and feminine energies are inherent in all things, and that balancing these energies leads to greater harmony and creative power. By understanding and integrating these principles, individuals can achieve personal growth, improve relationships, and gain deeper insights into the nature of existence. These principles are meant to guide understanding and mastery of the self and the universe, offering insights into both personal and universal processes.